Turning to campus now, we are getting reaction in from the Syracuse University Student Association. This afternoon, CitrusTV reporter Chilekasi Adele spoke with Student Association President David Bruen.
Thank you for joining us. Governor Cuomo, he's resigned, as you know, in light of the Attorney General's report. I just want to get your reaction quickly from the perspective of SA president, not only that, but someone who's involved with the Democratic Party. You are from the state of New York, I believe Rockland County. What are your thoughts on a day like today?
Yeah, so again, very surprised that this happened, but I'm pleased. I think the AG's report was extremely legitimate. It's important that we as people and as Democrats believe survivors. And so I'm glad that finally the governor did the right thing and is stepping aside. And as student body president of Syracuse University, where the new governor is an alum, I'm very excited to see what the governor does going forward. And as a local Democratic official, I've been talking with a lot of people in recent weeks and months about this, and I think we're all very pleased that finally the governor is stepping aside, because we were imagining that we would have to organize in some capacity to prevent re-elections. So I'm very happy.
Now, you called for Cuomo to resign after the report was released by Attorney General Letitia James last week. You said it was a surprise to you. Was there any step during the past week that it became evident he would step down? Was Melissa DeRosa resigning a sign that maybe something would happen there?
You know, I've been saying for a while now that the governor has the same level of stubbornness and self-pride as our former president. And I think the writing has been on the wall for a while. But the president, the Speaker of the House, the Senate Majority Leader, senators and representatives from across the state, across both parties, everyone calling for him to resign, the public completely turning on him. I think it was pretty clear. And yet I still thought he was going to stay in office and hold on to his pride. And so although this is the right thing to do, and in some ways we should have expected this a long time ago, just because of who this governor is, I am a little surprised that it came today and not last week even, or months ago.
Kathy Hochul, who's next in line, who in 2 weeks will be the governor of New York State. She's a Buffalo native, SU grad. How does that feel, being an SU grad and elevating to the governorship now? And also, what does her being the first female governor mean for the state of New York?
Yeah, well, I gotta say, I feel an immense amount of pride, as I'm sure you do too, as a Syracuse student, to have both the president of the United States and the incoming governor of New York, both from our university and attached to it in so many ways. So just right off the bat, immensely prideful. My hope is that it leads to some level of engagement, both from the governor and the president in the short term. And what was the other part of your question?
What does her being the first female governor mean to you?
Yeah, I think extremely historic, right? Not many female lieutenant governors, let alone governors, in not just right now, but in our nation's history. And I was just reading something, you know, it's a little sort of extraneous statistic, but she will also be the female governor that has represented the most people, the greatest population of any state ever. The last person, or the person below her, was Ann Richards when she was governor of Texas. So extremely, extremely historic, and is just adding to this amazing wave of woman leaders coming into power. I mean, look at Vice President Harris, now Governor Hochul. There's just so much to be proud of and look forward to.
Thank you, Chilekasi, and thank you, David.